Hi, I'm Rob Hobson, registered nutritionist, and I'm going to show you how to get a little bit more vitamin D into your diet. The dish I've chosen to cook is Kedgeree. Now, it normally contains smoked haddock, but I'm actually going to use smoked mackerel, which is really high in vitamin D. The first thing you need to do for our Kedgeree dish is add a little bit of oil to our pan. You want to set this quite high. I'm also going to add in a little bit of butter. Okay, we're going to add in one small onion that's finely chopped, and I've got some garlic here as well, 2 cloves. Just going to add that to the pan. So we need these to soften up. So you need to give it a good 5 minutes really. So that's our onions and garlic, nice and soft. I'm going to add a few spices. I've got turmeric, so we're going to add a teaspoon of turmeric, a bit more for luck. A couple of teaspoons of curry powder. I'm using a medium curry powder. It's got a bit of a kick. You can go as hot as you like. Right, but then we're just going to move this around the pan, turn the heat up a little bit. What you want to get is the spices to become quite fragrant, but you don't want them to burn or they become quite bitter. Next thing we need to do is add our rice. So I'm using basmati rice. You can use brown if you want, but it obviously takes a lot longer to cook. So I'm going to add in about 150 grams. Give that a good stir so it's coated in spices. Then you need to add your stock. So I'm just going to use a vegetable stock. I'm going to pour in about 300 mils. But just make sure you've got a little bit left because you might need to add some more as you go along. Leave that to bubble away for about 10 minutes. What you want is for your rice to be almost cooked before we add in our mackerel and the other ingredients. Right, so that's our rice. It's been on for 10 minutes now and it's almost cooked. It's got a nice bite to it. So the next step is to add our smoked mackerel. You can see that I've just flaked this mackerel up. So pour it in and then just fold that into the rice, and then we're going to leave that to cook just for another 3 or 4 minutes. So that's been cooking for 5 minutes. What I'm going to do is just stir in some peas. You want about a good handful of frozen peas. Gives it a really nice colour. Just give those a stir. Then we're just going to add in a small squeeze of lemon juice, about half a lemon. I'm going to take this off the heat and we're going to add in some coriander, generous handful. What's really great with this, to finish it off, is just to take 2 eggs. I'm just going to place those on top of our Kedgeree. So that's our finished smoked mackerel Kedgeree dish, packed full of vitamin D. If it's a little bit too spicy for you, then you can also add a dollop of yogurt, which works really well.